I've got you under my skin. I've got you deep in the heart of me. So deep in my heart, you're nearly a part of me. I've got you under my skin. David, that sounds really, really good. David Fiorello on the piano here. Hi, my name is John Vincent, and this is the John Vincent Show. And today we are going to have some fun and some really great guests. Number one, for all you football fans, the great Hall of Famer, the gunslinger, Mr. Brett Favre. And then, an amazing and talented singer, actress, and comedian by the name of Sarah Dooley. Wait till you hear her stuff, you're gonna love it. So thank you for joining me, and I'd love to say thank you for this great audience out there. Here we And here we go. So, ladies and gentlemen, I've been blessed with a bunch of great guests and everything, but this one's a whole different level. Thank you for being on here, Brett. How you been?
Johnny, thanks for having me on. You know, you and I go way back, way back. That's how long I played.
The first time I hugged you, you were in full uniform, and you're like, what the heck? Was when your mom said, Johnny, do me a favor, before you do the anthem, Brett will come over and say hi to you. And I was like, I got you some stuff from Chicago, and I was shaking, and you're like, yeah, what, you know, you're like, yeah, great, thank you. And you're probably thinking, all right, man, I got to worry about the game. You're talking about shirts from Chicago.
No, I remember it vividly from day one, man. I thought the world of you.
Well, thank you, Brett. And I was watching some clips of you, and I was watching how much fun you had when you played. All the joy, all the good times, everything. It was just always a game to you, you know, going up to the ref and asking, you know, you got to do some more bicep curls and all that. What was it? Was it just in you that you just love the game so much that is it competitiveness? Is it both of it? What is it that makes you be that way?
You know, Johnny, I think it's a little bit of everything, but for me, I have to go back to when I was a kid, and my dad was a high school football coach. He was at the high school that I eventually graduated from, Hancock North Central. And I lived for practice. Now, I'm talking about when I was maybe old enough to be able to carry a football around. You know, we all dream of being something as we get older. And for me, I had two. Pro football or pro baseball. It didn't matter which. There was no backup plan. And so my dad coached summer league baseball. When one was over, I'd switch to the other. And like I said, I'm so thankful that I didn't have to go to any backup plan. But so when I got a chance to play, whether it be college, high school, college, or pro, to me, it was like, can you believe I would remind myself, can you believe you're doing what you absolutely was destined to do in your mind? And so what you saw was obviously real. It was not fabricated. It was, you know, I didn't say, okay, after a touchdown today, I'm going to pick up Donald Driver and carry him over my shoulder. It just happened, you know? And I think people can relate to that. You know, I've heard so many times that football's not the same without you playing. And to me, that's probably the biggest compliment I can get out of all the things I've achieved. To hear that makes me feel really proud.
You're right. People, it isn't the same without you there. It isn't the same. Now, Tom Brady plays with that passion.
Yeah.
But he never played with that schoolyard passion that you did, which is just
maybe that's why he's had more success. I was maybe a little too free-spirited, but I think in the end, everyone appreciates it. You know, look, I wish I would won more Super Bowls, but I don't beat myself up over it. I said this in my Hall of Fame speech. I did absolutely 100% all I can do. I can say that with no doubt whatsoever.
You know, I'm friends with Coach McCarthy, and he told me a thing one time when you broke your hand, and they're like, "Okay, get number 2 ready," and you're like, "No, I'm going." And you know, that to me is like, and he's like, he's the toughest guy I've ever seen play the game. The toughest.
Well, and maybe not so bright at times too. You know, I'm hoping that the latter part of my glory years, whatever you want to call it, is not feeling the repercussions of playing. You know, so
What's now? What's on your thing now? What's on your mind now?
you know, John. Obviously, I'm retired. I'm retired from everything. I actually coached high school football for 2 years. The head coach at the high school that my daughters graduated from, and that I worked out at every off season. He and I have always been close, and he had always joked to me about coaching high school football with him when I was done. And I said, "Yeah, sure, I love to," and just kind of wrote it off. Well, as soon as I retired, he was on me. And I said, "I'm going to take 1 year off." His name is Neville. This is one of those rare names, Neville Barr. And I was just concerned that I had enough juice left in the tank to pursue it, to grind. Now, granted, it's high school football, so I did it. Loved it. Coached 2 years. Second year, we won the state championship, which it was Neville Barr's first and only, which I was pleased to be a part of. And I love the development of the young kids. You're catching them at a time where they're not caught up in money and fame and, me. I mean, you get a little bit of that, but I mean, they're raw. But then my daughter, our youngest daughter, was getting ready to start her high school volleyball campaign, and it was the same time, the schedules were the same. So I just chose not to. And I say all that because I feel like at some point I need to coach at the next level, not pros. I still enjoy my free time. And people ask me this all the time, "Are you going to coach? Do you want to coach?"
Yeah.
Yes, but not enough yet to offset the time that I enjoy. Some people say, "What do you do every day?" I said, "Whatever I want to do." Yeah. And if I were to coach, I don't know, it would be at the college level. I sort of want to be a head coach, but I sort of don't because of the things that go with that. To me, the assistant coaches do most of the coaching. The head coach does most of the other stuff. And so I'm not ruling anything out in the near future, but I'm not in a hurry. And to me, that's a good place to be in.
That's a great place to be in. And I think the thing in life, like, okay, you are a very, very, very rare example to be in the NFL, not only, but then to be a Hall of Famer. It's a very, very small group of people. There are people in life that are timeless. You're going to be timeless. You're going to be that guy that we see that played with reckless abandon and that people said, "I love that how he plays that way." That's awesome. You can have all the records in the world, but if you don't have that oomph that people hold on to, that people love, that's it. That's it. But then again, it's all from in here.
Yeah.
Back to being in here.
The more success I had, the more grounded I became. Was there a time when I thought maybe I was better than I was? Sure, I guess there was. Where I thought I was hot stuff. I had my name on my license plate. That lasted it was a very short time in my life. And then more humility and things that mattered really came into focus while I was playing. I think playing 20 years.
I saw that, Brett, and I saw you change at a time in your career that I really saw you became, you were always, to me, I knew you were cerebral. Being a football player, I knew you knew the plays. I knew you knew you were doing. I knew when Holmgren says no more rocket balls, you knew what you were doing. You were just trying to get that ball in. We get that, and that's what we love. We love that gunslinger, the guy who takes a chance, who's not worried about throwing the pick because he wants to win. He wants to do the best thing. But I saw that in you. I saw that almost like where you kind of had that flip. Do you know exactly when that happened? And do you know what age you were at? Because Joe Madden told me, Johnny, it's going to happen to you around 45, 46. And that's when it happened around me, where I started seeing life differently. It happened younger for you though, right? It happened.
Yeah, I know exactly when it happened. And it was a slow transition. It was early in my career. It was when I went to rehab for pain pills. And little did I know, or as most people, I think most people know now, everyone assumed that knows my story, knew I went to rehab one time. But I actually went 3 times. There was 2 that people didn't know about. So before the national announcement that I had a pain pill problem, I'd already been to rehab, what people didn't know. And I relapsed. And so, I thought I had it figured out. Now, you keep in mind, I'm 26, 27 at the time, 25, 26, 27. I won 3 MVPs in a row. The first year I won MVP, I really don't remember. I was drinking. I wasn't drinking all the time, and I thought that meant that I had it figured out. I was taking pain pills every night. There was not a night that I said, I'm gonna pass tonight. I was taking them every night, and after a month, I would have to add to that number. And I have a seizure the night before we play the Lions in '95, and the doctors are there when I wake up. I'm at my house, and I don't know what in the hell happens. And they said you had a seizure, so that kind of started. Something's wrong. I didn't admit anything. And at my peak, I was taking 15 Vicodin ES at one time. And I, slowly but surely graduated up to that. So I had it all figured out, John. I mean, I was living large. I was MVP. I was on the verge of leading our team to the Super Bowl. So you weren't going to tell me anything. I had it all figured out. I go to rehab the first time, but I wasn't ready. I wasn't ready to buy in. So I go back, relapse. I told them I'd quit. I quit for a month or so and then started back. So I go the second time, which is what everyone knows. And when I come out, I'm a different man, and didn't take a pain pill for quite some time. But I just kept drinking, and drinking sort of became my pain pill. And then I started doing pain pills again, and I won an MVP. We won the Super Bowl, but I was spiraling out of control. And so I went back again. It was the same place in Topeka, Kansas. And this time really, I addressed drinking. Really, Deanna kind of laid the hammer down and said, I can't do this no more. And I knew that I couldn't either. And I went in, bought in. It was tough at first to agree that I had a problem and I couldn't control it. And eventually I overcame it. I haven't drank since 1998. I haven't taken a pain pill since 97. And it was hard at first, but that started the transition. I was still young. I still, thought I was hot stuff, but I saw life differently. Everything that I did revolved around drinking. And I realized, and I say this funny, in a funny way, I realized at some point I wasn't near as much fun as I thought I was. When I was drinking, man, I was the life of the party. So I thought. And
we all think that when we're drinking. I haven't drank since I had a scare that I had cirrhosis of the liver. They thought I had stage 3 or 4 2 years ago. They're like, nah, we know you pretty much have cirrhosis. We just don't know if it's stage 3 or 4. And I go in there, get the biopsy. The guy's like, there's just some scar thing in there, but you don't even have cirrhosis.
That scared you.
Scared the shit out of me. But I still had a few drinks after that, still had a couple times. And then I haven't had a drink now since January 6th of 19.
Man, that's awesome.
I'm a real big guy. I mean, you know, I have a totally addictive personality. I have a gambling problem. I'm very open. My family and people get nervous how open I am. And I said, you know what? I'm not.
That's what helps you. That's what's going to save you.
I love being open. I have obsessive compulsive disorder. I have anxiety. I have depression. I speak to a therapist. I get treatments. I get ketamine treatments for depression. I had attempted suicide back in the day. I said that on national TV after I started getting more recognition for singing stuff. I just came out one day and I said it. And I said, I want to help anybody who feels that way, that they're not alone. That somebody who's 6'5", 360 some pounds, that looks like this big guy hurts and feels afraid. And I wanted to escape.
You and I, we're sitting here talking about it. Thank God, you know, that we're able to hopefully help someone, but we're able to live out our dreams still and not face the repercussions.
Brett, please say hi to your mom, but I'm going to call her. I have to. I owe her a phone call. Say hi to Deanna and the family. I thank you so much for you to come on here and spend time on this show when so many people want to hear you, when so many people want to talk to you.
I'd love to do it again. You know, I love you, John.
I love you, Brett. I love you so much. You're such a good person. And man, I'm in heaven today. Thank you. I love you.
Thanks for having me on. Let's do it again.
I'm so excited about today's guest. Sarah Dooley is extremely talented. And when I see other artists out there creating and doing things that really stick out, she comes to mind. I had the honor to meet her through my producer virtually, and now to actually meet her virtually, but through a couple of her videos, which I would describe her as an amazing singer, a great actor, and a really, really funny person just by mashing what she did together. Sarah, thank you for being here. Please tell me more about yourself. Tell everybody what you're doing. And, I just think it's great.
Oh man, thank you so much for having me. This is such a treat. I make music, I write, I perform, and a lot of it is comedy. Some of it is more serious, but I kind of wear a lot of hats, maybe too many hats, but
I don't think so, no.
Okay, good. Phew. I just do what I like. I tell the stories that come to me, and sometimes it's in different formats. So, but this album that came out on October 23rd is something I've been working on for so long, and I'm really proud of it.
Tell us a little bit about it.
Okay, so it's called Is This Heartbreak? But it's not sad. It's a collection of songs I wrote over the last 7 years about various forms of heartbreak I've experienced in love and people and experiences. Yeah, it's fun. People should listen.
You're getting a lot of attention right now, and please tell us where you're getting the attention from, where it's been, and where people can find you also.
Yeah, it's been really exciting. I was featured in American Songwriter, which is a huge honor for me.
That's
because
awesome.
they feature some of my favorite, icons in music. So that was really cool. I was in Glamour, which felt cool. And then just today I saw that I was listed in Inside Hook as music to listen to in November. So who knew?
So when you become this gigantic, enormous star, can I have a small part in a video, or maybe just be the guy sitting on the couch, or maybe if you're in a lounge, I could be the lounge singer or something like that? Because I got to think of my future. If I have one, who knows?
You know what? I'll think about it. Let's email about this later.
I'm so old. I don't even do the email. Hey,
write me a letter. Write me a letter.
No, but no, really, you are so talented. And especially with COVID, people want content that is heartfelt, that is real, that is somewhat raw.
I had a crazy year, despite, all the other stuff going on. I wrote this album about heartbreak, and then right as I'm about to release it, I get my heart broken again.
Oh, sorry.
It's okay. It's okay because it actually, in a weird way, made me feel so much more connected to the music, which felt like cosmic. And the coolest thing is that I've been very open about it on social media, as I've been promoting the album, and the messages that I got from people who are going through a really hard time right now, who are going through breakups, who are just, experiencing depression and anxiety, generally. The messages that I got about my music helping them in some small way
Oh
was
my
so,
God.
it made it so meaningful for me. It was
That's
really
awesome.
special. Yeah.
That is awesome. And you to have all these people reach out to you and say this music is healing and I can relate. And it's actually helping you, which is awesome. I love that. Your own music.
Really weird. It's so
Oh,
strange to feel comforted by my own words and my own voice, but it's such a
that's
powerful
amazing. That's
reminder. Yeah,
yeah. That's
I
like a
can get through it. I've been
yes,
through it. Yeah.
yes, yes. And I've been there. I know how it is. And it when you have depression, it hits. And I've had it where I was just like feeling, and I get it. So I thank you so much. I have one favor to ask.
Mm-hmm.
Can you sing a song?
What? I can't believe you would ask me that.
I
How dare you?
know.
I would.
I'm sorry. I'm getting scolded.
I would love to play a song. I would be delighted, in fact.
Thank
But yeah, this is the title track to the album, and it's called "Is This Heartbreak?" I look at you. What do you wanna do? I look at you and I smile. You look at me, and who can tell what you see? Couldn't you give
When you tilted your head at that one part in the song, I almost got like my heart dropped a little bit because I know you were singing about something, and I know what you were singing about, and I've been there. I've sang there. I've sang those songs that I've talked about Frank singing many a times when I've gone through breakups and everything.
Yeah.
That's what a true artist does. And wow, did you really? You are a true artist. You really brought it. Thank
That
you.
is so kind. You have no idea what that means to me. Thank you.
It's the truth. It's the truth. Sarah Dooley, everyone, amazing, super talented. You can catch her on social media at
I am Sarah Dooley.
I am Sarah Dooley, but she's also on Spotify, a bunch of other platforms. Has been in Glamour and American, songwriter. Amazing. Check her out. She's awesome. Sarah, you're a gift. Thank you so much.
Oh man, thank you so much for having me. This is wonderful.
Have a great day out there. Thank you.
You too.
Bye-bye. Someday, when I'm awfully low, when the world is cold, I will feel a glow just thinking of you and the way you look tonight. Yes, you're lovely with your smile so warm, your cheeks so soft. There is nothing for me but to love you and the way you look tonight. I just wanted to say thank you to our great guests tonight. The gunslinger, the Hall of Famer, to all you football fans, Mr. Brett Favre. And how great was Sarah Dooley? She's amazing. Thank you so much for coming in tonight, guys, with us and seeing what's going on. Because it's just the way you look tonight. Cheers.